Hello everyone, how are you? It's Laurie and I'm here to do your week ahead reading. We'll go ahead and do the best we can. I am recording this on Sunday, like I always do, a day ahead of your actual readings coming out. I am having all kinds of glitches, so the video that was supposed to be up for today is still not up. I've posted on my community page under posts about this. So basically, if I'm going to do these readings for Monday, okay, like I normally would, but I'm using a different phone, so the image is going to look different. The settings are completely different too. Anyways, I'm hoping I can get them uploaded today in order for them to come out tomorrow like they're supposed to. This is an all-day process. It's not something that I just do and they just are there on YouTube. I have to do the videos. Sometimes I have to stop while I'm doing the videos because I get interrupted or, you know, have to look for something or whatever. So this is literally my full-time job. I do this from anywhere from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it takes until 10 o'clock at night before the messages actually get uploaded. So I'm going to try to get these uploaded for you for tomorrow. If for some reason they do not show up on Monday, they will come out on Tuesday, and on Monday, tomorrow, I'll just go live and do the readings, but I will not be talking until the readings are done because I have to get the readings out. This is how I make part of my living. It's not my whole income maker. I teach sewing. I create upcycled clothing. I do a lot of different things. I do vinyl decals. I paint pictures. So I sell art. I sell jewelry. Right now, everything's local because I don't have a working website. Still working on that. All right, so thank you for taking the time to hear me out on that. And let's go ahead and see what your week ahead has in store for you. We'll do it day by day. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Well, we've got the moon as the first day. You've got the 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Awesome. King of Swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Pentacles. Wow, what an incredible week, and it starts with communication. It's going to be all about communicating, making sure that you are communicating clearly, that you're taking care of any communications that you need to be taken care of. So if there's something that needs to be said or done or conveyed to someone else, Spirit is saying make sure you take care of those things this week. And I'm going to start this as Sunday through Saturday. However, if you're coming to this on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day you're coming to it on, you can start your reading on whatever day, okay? Because tarot and time are both fluid. All right, so what we have here on day 1 is the moon card. So some unknown energy is leading you down a path that may leave you feeling a little bit uncertain, challenged, maybe even feeling a little, and I'm putting this in quotes, crazy, out of control, like things are a little bit chaotic, but you are being inspired here. Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you, trying to give you information, inspiration, guidance, nudges in the right direction. So if you can find a way to find 5 minutes of peace, okay, a way to just get rid of the chaos in your life for 5 minutes, you will find the inspiration that you need. All right, let's go ahead and see how the morning energy develops here, or how the day is going to develop. We'll start with the morning energy, go to the afternoon, and then into the evening energy. All right, so the morning, you've got the High Priestess, the unknown, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you may be trying to find a way to tell somebody how you feel. Again, this is about communication this week. And you really don't know how to tell them. Now, I'm getting the first energy I received from Spirit was that you may have feeling towards somebody that you don't know how to tell them how you feel romantically. Okay? But I'm also getting here that some of you may be upset with somebody and you don't know how to tell them how you feel. And then the third message I'm getting here is that some of you have a situation going on here with somebody, and either they need to apologize to you or you need to apologize to them, and you just aren't certain how to move forward with that. Maybe they need to apologize to you and they don't know how to bring the words forward. They're thinking about it. This is all about communication and trying to find the right energies and the right path to move forward. All right. Let's see what else we have here. What's the afternoon energies, please, Spirit? How does this develop throughout the day? What is the afternoon energies here? Midday energies. Let's put it that way. 2 cards here too. You've got the Two of Wands and the Hierophant. All right, so somebody is going to make a decision and you figured out the right way to handle this. But it is about your decision to move forward. Okay, so you will declare how you feel. You will tell somebody how you feel. Let's go ahead and see how this goes, how this ends, how the day ends. All right, let's see. Oh, the Devil energy. Oh, the Tower's on the bottom of the deck. Let's see if it comes out for you or what else is going to come out with this Devil energy. What I'm hearing here is feeling stuck, like you can't move forward until you get an answer. Let's see. Oh, shoot. See? Interruption number 1. Okay, so that was a 25-minute diversion. Let's get back to this and see what we have with this Devil energy here. What is this? Queen of Swords. Some sort of truth comes in here. You know the truth. You know the truth. You don't have to worry about this. You are good. Yeah. This decision you make is the right decision. You're going to be fine. Just remember to be yourself, to accept your truth. Don't take somebody else's truth as gospel. All right. Let's move in here to Monday. You'll figure out the right path, okay? This is about communication. You've got the answer. The Queen of Swords is all about that communication. Clear, truthful. You're inviting in the truth. You're waiting for that response. You're not going to be stuck for long. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we get here for clarification for Monday. The Six of Swords. Things go easier. Again, trust your intuition. She is being guided here. She is not touching that sword. She's looking for the answer, trusting her higher power to bring her the information she needs. It looks like a tricky situation here because that's the River Styx, it looks like, being navigated by death. We don't see that. We don't know that for sure, but it could be a tricky situation. All right, but things are going to get easier if you trust your intuition. And we have a full moon in both cards. The full moon is here right in our face. It's big. It's huge. Here it is. It's at a distance now. So that feeling of uncertainty, of chaos, of feeling out of control is fine. It's diminishing. All right, let's take a look here at the Six of Swords energy for Monday morning. How is this going? What's going to play out here for you? Things will be getting easier throughout the day, I'm hearing. All right, you've got some options here. 7 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. I'm hearing to look carefully before you make your decision, before you finalize anything here. Because once you do finalize something, it is going to be finalized. That's it. There won't be any changing it. And I feel like that could be a legal situation some of you are getting into, such as a contract, a real life, meaningful commitment. You can always get out of these things, but in order to do so is going to be much more work than getting into it. So use caution. You do have some choices here. You have some options on what you want to do, which way you want to go. If you have to enter into any contracts or commitments, make sure you are looking at them closely, that you really know what you're agreeing to. Yeah, I'm getting an image of a mother running around, you know, a lot of things going on, trying to get kids ready for school. This is just an example of what is happening here. So the mom's busy. She's got 4 kids all doing different things. One's eating, the other one's running out of the door, blah, blah, blah. And the phone rings and she answers it, and it's somebody who wants her to make a decision. Hey, we need you to decide. We need you to take it. Don't do it right then. Okay? You really need time to think about what you're saying. Also, you might accidentally say something to one of those children. They may ask you for permission to go to this rave party or something, and you're just like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm busy right now. I'll see you after school. Okay. Be cautious of what's going on around you. Don't just agree. This whole reading, this whole week is about clear communication, making sure you're in the moment and that you are deciding honestly and authentically for yourself, for the best interest of your highest good and all of those involved. All right, let's see how the midday energy goes here. Yeah, let's see. I just had a really interesting conversation with my neighbor who came over about the supernatural, which is funny because he doesn't know what I do. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see what we have here. He came over because he's having he's moving, and he has some items that he wants to see if I'm interested in. Let's see what we have here. Midday energies for you for Monday. Oh, yes. Something that you decide ends up making you very, very happy. You got double 9s here. You got the 9 of Cups showing, and then the 9 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So something that you really took the time to see through. You didn't give up on it. You clarified. You nitpicked. You dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. All right. You got all the information that you needed. Page of Swords came out with that 9 of Cups. So during the midday, I'm hearing you make a decision, and then you may be telling somebody this is what's going to happen, or you might just be conveying to them, yes, you're ready to commit. Look, you now have the 8 of Wands here. You're communicating. It's all about your communication, talking about what you're planning to do. This is incoming. So you've got the Page of Swords looking for an answer. Here comes the response. That's still in the midday energies. Let's see how the energies for the day end. What's the information here, please, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Something of value is determined. It's going to help solidify the direction that you're going to take. The commitment is determined. The passion is there. The desire is there. The worth is definitely there. Now, there could be an earth sign female here. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. That maybe you value their opinion. All right, that's a little sidebar for somebody. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for Tuesday. You have the Five of Swords, and this looks very challenging. It looks like somebody may come at you and say, wait a minute here. You're only thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about everyone. And I know what you did, or I know what you said, or I know what you're up to. And they're going to accuse you, but I'm getting that they're falsely accusing you. There could be some sort of accusation out of jealousy, out of uncertainty, out of, fear of loss. Like I'm getting here that somebody may say these mean things to you because they don't want to lose you. They don't want you to move on, okay? They don't want you to grow, expand, commit to somebody else, maybe even. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see what the clarify this for you. All right. I should have checked to see how the upload was going along. I can't do anything about it. It's beyond my control. Let it be for the pickle card reading. Look at that. You've got the Seven of Cups, but it came out in the reverse. There may be absolutely no choice here in how you handle this. You might have to carry this burden without dealing with it. Let's see what else comes out with this Seven of Cups in reverse. Clarifying this Five of Swords. Ooh, Four of Wands, if you can let it go. If you can just let this go, it's a family matter. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to see you go, is what I'm hearing. They don't want to see you go, so that's what the challenge is here. They may be saying some harsh things to you. I mean, this actually, it will work out just fine if you can let it. Just understand where this person's coming from. Look, Eight of Cups, leave it behind, and then you will have success. Six of Wands on the split. So Eight of Cups on the bottom, and then the Six of Wands. Just let it be. Don't take it to heart. You know, you can think about what they're saying so that you understand that where they're coming from, but it's not going to change your decision. It's not going to change the outcome here, because the outcome that you've chosen is a good outcome. It's meant to be. It is going to benefit you and those around you, including this person. They just may not know that. All right, let's go ahead and see what the... I'm hearing this is morning into afternoon. So sometime in the midday, things are going to improve. It'll be easier as you're moving along throughout the day. I'm hearing a new goal, a new plan. There may even be a new house. Like you may be relocating. You bought a new house, and maybe you've got children or grandchildren who are like, but I don't want to leave all my friends. Okay. That's the type of energy that it is. But once they get moved into the new place, everything will be fine. It could also be you having a new job, a new something where you don't want somebody to move. You don't want to see someone go, but you know that, you know, that's life. That's the way it goes, and that it'll be fine. All right. We look at that. The Eight of Cups actually came out. So you're leaving something behind here, but you're heading towards your Nine of Cups, which is right here in the next pile, or the next day. It's not a pile. I'm hearing pile as a name, like Gomer Pile. Those are too many cards, but we have to look at that. Four of Pentacles, Hermit, and the Four of Cups. Okay, see, you're just not wanting something. Somebody doesn't want something here. They're not happy with it. But it is what it is. It could be you, but I'm getting someone around you maybe just petulant. You know, they're like saying mean things. They're going to apologize too. All right, everything will work out. Let's see how this goes. Close out this day, please, Spirit. Tuesday, or whatever day this is for our lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans, whoever's hearing this message. Look at that. Peace and quiet. Page of Wands. Look at this. You got the Four of Swords and then the Page of Wands again. So the energy from Monday at the end of the day is going to inspire you to move forward into Wednesday. I'm also getting with this Page of Wands divine inspiration, divine protection, divine guidance. Like this is where you need to focus your energy. Make peace with what's happened, whatever's been left behind, whatever heartbreak there was, hang it up on the wall and focus on moving forward. Okay? That's what this is all about. Beautiful message here. All right, let's go ahead and clarify Wednesday here. So you've got the Nine of Cups as your overall energy here. There's water under the bridge. Look at that. So whatever happened on Tuesday, you're letting it go. You're focused on your future, what feels good. You're staying grounded. You've got the water, okay, which says you're going with the flow. You're easier. You've got the Six of Swords over here, which the water is green there too. So staying grounded, going with the flow with the water, but you also have that earth energy of the color green. So, you know, staying grounded even while going with the flow. Staying on point, staying on task. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this energy. Morning. What's going on here, please, Spirit? Look at that. The Three of Cups. Happiness. I just heard you may receive an invitation to something, a celebration. I'm also hearing this situation here where somebody may have said some harsh things. Again, it came from a place of fear. They didn't want to lose you. They didn't want to lose their house. They didn't want to lose their friends. It felt like they were lacking something. Or they felt like they were going to be losing something. They are, because anytime something new comes in, we have to let something else go. And that's what's happening here. You find out that they're really happy with whatever forward thing you decided to do. So they may come to you, apologize to you with that Page of Cups, and then the next day, or, you know, you may actually find out that they're okay with this. They find out something that makes them happy. You show them how they can be happy. All right, so there's definitely an invitation for some people to an event, something fun, a celebration. You may go into work and get a surprise, like retirement, relocation party, thank you, whatever. Look at this. Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. You never gave up and you never felt like there was a loss, okay? You've always had some sort of support here. This is, okay, this soldier is taking a knee here. And what I'm getting is you doing that. You saying, okay, I'm bowing out gracefully. There's Five Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is stability. One Pentacle is a new path. And then, you know, Four of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the next card would be the Six of Pentacles, which is the balance restored. So I'm getting that you're seeing your blessings, you're counting your blessings, you're showing somebody else here their blessings. And I'm getting, again, bowing out gracefully. I don't know exactly what that means for you, my love, but that's what you are doing. All right, let's finish off the afternoon energies here. Look at this. Repeat cards. Four of Swords. You're making peace with this. I'm hearing you may have another conversation with this person. This time, instead of the swords being hung up on the wall, now you've all made a decision to let the past be the past, okay? These swords are crossing with the truth sword facing up. So there may have been a lack of information here prior to this conversation. Like here, things were cleared up. You moved on. I think this is the other person moving on. All right, let's close out Wednesday. Let's see how this day ends. I mean, 9 of Cups for your overall happiness for the whole day. You know, you're on the right path. Self-satisfaction. So not only are you clearing this up for yourself, this is being cleared up for everyone involved. Beautiful. Beautiful. And this is because of your actions, your decision to look at things in a positive way, taking a knee so that, you know, you can say, hey, I see where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. And there might be a concession that you make here. You're not giving up entirely on what you're doing. No, you're doing this. You are doing this. You are making this commitment. You are making this decision. But you might compromise on one aspect, okay? And that brings that ultimate peace. Maybe I'm hearing, maybe you're telling your kids, if you're moving away, okay, from their friends, you may be telling your children, hey, you know what? Let's have a nice big going away party before we move. And that makes them very happy, okay? And that's kind of like the concession. I don't want to leave all my friends behind, but you have to. You have no choice in that, but we can always make a really nice memory of your last days here. And again, that could have been like a retirement party. Congratulations, relocation. Hey, you're moving to a different office. Whatever the situation. Look at this. Page of Cups, another repeated card. Page of Cups over here. This felt like an apology. More like, hey, I'm sorry, but this is the way it is. Or, hey, I was rude to you. I apologize for that. Peace is made. Here the peace is made, and then the Page of Cups comes in. So I'm getting creative thinking. Thinking outside the box. A new offer of friendship. Let's see what else comes out here. The Knight of Swords. So this Page of Cups may be hearing something from a Knight of Swords, getting a message, an unexpected message, a text, because it's going to come in quick. It's not going to be a letter. This is not like snail mail. This is a text or a phone call, or I'm getting chat, like somebody's on the computer and a chat box pops up. What does this have to do with? There's something, it's going to tie into tomorrow with that King of Swords. This is destined to happen. This is destiny. This information here, whatever's coming in here is meant to happen. It holds value. It's of importance. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Could be sisters, could be... I mean, that Queen of Wands shows up for the Libra readings every single time. I'm surprised she hasn't shown up in here until now. Because this is not just a Libra reading, even though I've labeled it that way for right now. Goodness. All right, let's... Look at this. Now you got the Queen of Cups. I was told to stop. So 3 queens heading into a king. There's some sort of conversation that's going to happen between 3 sisters and a brother, or 3 divine feminines and a masculine. Divine masculine, which means that it doesn't have to be a male or a female saying it's a feminine or masculine. It's based on the signs. Whatever it is, it's for the long-term happiness, okay? That's the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right, there's something big coming in here on Thursday. King of Swords. A declaration, an announcement. Okay, now when I said both of those words, I got images of weddings, of store openings, businesses, birth announcements, big announcements, okay? Big announcements. Let's go ahead and see what else is going to come out here for you. What is the morning energy around this announcement, around this information, communication, declaration? Queen of Swords. Look at that, King and Queen of Swords. A marriage proposal, a partnership, a business partnership. Two very smart, intelligent people are coming together to create something here. Husband and wife, business partners, like-minded groups coming together. I'm getting parents here. Let's see what else for the morning energy. And there's the Three of Wands. All right, so a decision is going to have to be made for the future. And you and this person are the right ones to make this decision. I am getting here. This will be the final decision. Let's go ahead. All right, so if you are not married, but you have somebody who you share children with, maybe they don't live in your home, this may be the final say, like getting on the same page. What's going to happen here? How is all of this going to happen? Again, you are going to do this. Okay, this is what has to happen next. This is about communication for the whole week, okay? Speaking clearly, speaking up, knowing when not to speak. Sometimes just taking a knee, being graceful. But yeah, this is all about communication. So like say you have children and you already know you're moving. Your children's other parent has probably been in on this. I feel like that's what was happening here earlier. They may have been like, you can't take my children from me. The details are going to be hashed out here. How this is going to work in the future is being worked out here. Okay. And it does get worked out, and it works out beautifully. It may not be easy. There might be some harsh words. The King and Queen of Swords together, oh, they can fight. Verbally fight, okay? But they are karmics. They're meant to be together. And even if they're not together, their energy works to come to the same conclusions the same way, okay? So it will work out. All right, let's go ahead and see what the midday energies are concerning this. This could be a work situation where the details of negotiation have to come into play. All right, I'm relocating and now you need to pay for this, or, you know, you're going to be required to do that. And all the negotiations are in play here. All right, let's see what else we have. And of course, these are just examples, okay? So if that doesn't make sense for your life, see if there's something here that does. How does it relate to you? All right, Nine of Swords, nightmares, fears, loss. Yeah, like, don't take my kids. I can't see them every week or whatever, but they can, because they can see them, you know, on video chat and so on and so forth. Look at this, King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. A strategy has to be found. A strategy. Get rid of the distractions. Don't think about the things that you can't have and the fears and all of that, okay? Think about the positive things. Have the conversation just between the two of you. Don't let other distractions come in here, all right? The King of Wands being here is a strategist, is the one who can mediate, help clarify, you know, what everybody really wants and how it might work for everyone. There might be a marriage counselor here. There could be any type of counselor, mediator, a judge, okay? Definitely King and Queen can relate to the the law, legal decisions. Yeah, so I do feel like there may be a mediator, a judge, a counselor that helps the two of you hash this out. HR would be representative of the King of Wands. So I do feel like this is going to work for you. By the end of the day, you're closing things out and you've got the Wheel of Fortune again. So that's double Wheel of Fortune here too. This is like something better for you in your life, okay? You may feel a little confused. You may feel a little out of control as this week starts. But as it progresses, things become clearer and clearer. As long as you keep your lines of communication open, trusting your intuition, not taking things personally. Let's finish this day. Look at that. Things work out. There's hope for the future. Both parties are in agreement. Oh, I love that. Look at that. The Magician on the bottom of the deck. Everything works out, okay? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be perfect. There will be hiccups and glitches and stuff like that, but that's worries for another day, okay? Focus on what you can do now with that Seven of Swords. How can you minimize the distractions? It may be easier to allow somebody else to make those, help make those decisions, give you information on how to deal with what's coming up. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is Friday. Let me find my deck of cards here. Let's see what we have. Why do I use different decks? Well, if I used the same deck for each of these days, we wouldn't be able to get a clear picture. I mean, you see we have repeat cards here, okay? If that card was already used here, there would be no way for Spirit to say that that energy is here too, okay? Nothing wrong with using one deck, but I'm doing 7 days in particular, and we want, you know, separate energies. All right, so something ends. It's over. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny has taken control here. And who's in control of your destiny? You. You've made your decision. You're letting something go. It's transforming, and you're about to lift off. Okay, so here's the first step to feeling freer of the situation, like things are not as difficult as they were. All right, let's see what else we have here for the morning energies, please, Spirit. Got the King of Wands. Again, repeat card there. See, we wouldn't be able to get this information if I was using the same deck. All right, so this King of Wands, as you can see, is a leader. Has a following of energies here, of witness. There's a red dragon behind. And this King of Wands is part of the landscape. This, okay, what I'm hearing here, this is the first step to you taking off towards where you're going to land and be for a long time. So I am feeling and hearing that this is the first step on the new road to the rest of your life. I just channeled the Days of Our Lives soap opera. I think it was the Days of Our Lives. And so goes the days of our lives. All right, Ace of Pentacles, midday, new journey, beginning. Ace of Pentacles, laying that solid foundation. This is, again, the first step. This is the first moment. And if you play this moment right, which you are going to do, because this whole thing has been leading to these moments right here, all right? Acceptance trusting your intuition, getting historical guidance here. There could be something about if you're moving, if you're literally relocating, job or home. There's something about the Eastern sun. Okay, maybe that played big in your decision or will play big in your decision of the home that you're choosing or the office that you will be working in. East with the rising of the sun. Okay, I'm not sure what that means for you, but trusting your intuition here, laying that first foot on the ground, heading in the right direction. What do you got? The Five of Wands. It's going to be a process. Yes, definitely. All right, but you will be learning something here. With that first step, with that first investment. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. That's Eight of Pentacles. This is definitely going to lead to your ability to stand on your own 2 feet. It definitely has something to do with work, commitment, your energy that you're putting in. You know that this is something that's going to take time to develop. All right, here's the Ace of Pentacles. You've got 3 here and 3 here, which is balanced. So I'm hearing that this new thing is going to be very balanced for you. We have a child underneath that Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles card. And that is telling me there's a possibility, again, that this is about children relocating or creating something new that's going to develop over time, with nurturing, with forethought. All right, let's see how Friday closes out for you. This is a beautiful day here. Definitely good. Look at that, Six of Pentacles, right after I just made the example of the Six of Pentacles. And this child is a little bit older than this one. So again, the balance continues throughout this process. It is going to be a learning curve. As long as you take your time to think things through and keep your balance, things will stay stable. Okay, what you put in, the energy you put in, that Eight of Pentacles there, from the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, is about what you put in is what you create. You get a little bit better every single time. Every step you take, it gets a little bit more solid. It works more and more in your favor. But whatever you put in, you're going to get back. All right, let's see how Friday closes out here. So, you know, if you're just looking at your day-to-day life here and you're just saying, okay, Friday looks like what? It looks balanced, okay? Looks like you're going someplace. It looks like you're going to do something new. You're going to feel happier if you've been feeling stressed. Look at this. Look at this. Another repeat card and the Tower. An unexpected happiness, joy, bliss, self-satisfaction comes in here on Friday night. Something unexpected. Could be a child comes home. Shows up on your doorstep unexpectedly. All right, especially if you are not a Libra, because this reading is for anybody that comes across it. I may have labeled it as Libra. But you might be having a birthday right now, and your child may be showing up to surprise you. All right, so there's a beautiful happiness at the end of the day on Friday. Beautiful. New creative process for some of you. Birthing, that gestation period is what I'm hearing. So it's not come to full term yet. This is the beginning stages. All right, let's go ahead and see what the last of the messages are here. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. I have never used this well, I used it maybe once in a couple of readings years ago. It is the Intuit Tarot. Intuit Tarot. All right, so what we've got here is the Queen of Cups, creative idealist, with the Six of Pentacles, which is what Saturday is. Look at this. Six of Pentacles here, Six of Pentacles as the actual card. I was talking about the Six of Pentacles and the balance. Do you have the Six of Pentacles somewhere else in here? I think there was the Six of Swords. I don't see it. Saturday's balanced. You wake up, you feel good. You maybe getting out in nature, reconnecting, offering somebody help with something. So some of you might go to somebody's house and actually help them with something. Building a deck keeps coming into mind. Gardening, building a chicken coop just came through. Maybe repairing some pasture fences to keep cows or other things in or something out. But there's balance here. It feels good. It feels really healthy. All right, and you have the Queen of Cups, creative idealist, so thinking of things here. We also have Scorpio energy. I'm getting washing your hair in nature. Like maybe you're water bathing, like outdoor showers, going through a waterfall. I'm getting you're going out in nature somehow here on Saturday, on this last day. I don't care what day of the week it is that you've claimed. This day, you're going to connect with nature. You're going to release any stress that you have been feeling over this situation, and you're going to start feeling very, very comfortable, very cleansed, energetic, peaceful. Look at this. You've got the Chariot, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Cups as your outcome cards. All right. So this is your strength of will, determination, going in a new direction. You know your life is changing and you're ready for it. Okay, you're embracing this. You are at peace with this, with the Queen of Cups. You've got the Six of Cups. The children are happy, okay? It says comforting connections. And again, Scorpio energy here. What do we have on this? The Moon and Pisces energy. No, Cancer. I'm sorry, Cancer energy. Deep breath. Deep breath. Look at that. You will have a storybook ending to this situation. We've got Pisces energy here. That's what I was feeling. Venus and Pisces. You've got the Sun in Scorpio here. You've got the Cancer in the Moon in Cancer. Beautiful energy here. You're definitely feeling happier. The kids are happier. The people around you are happier. You might even be reconnecting with old friends, old, family that you haven't seen in a while. You're very happy. It's a beautiful day. It's a storybook ending to maybe a chaotic week. Or even just, like I said, it may feel chaotic here, but as the week progresses, if you keep those lines of communication open, clear thinking, trusting your intuition, things are going to progress easily, nicely, get a little bit better every day. More and more happiness, self-satisfaction, healing. All right, what else have we got here for you? The Seven of Cups, and it says good things take time. So, and look, she's pregnant too. So it's this gestation period. You know that this is the beginning. And then you've got the King of Cups here. Queen of Cups to start the day, King of Cups to end the day. And this says emotional immaturity. So again, I'm getting giddiness, playfulness. I hope that didn't, okay. Now I just got a phone call. Playfulness. Options. This is Seven of Pentacles, though. This is thinking things through. You've got the Seven of Pentacles right here. Repeat cards. Repeat energies. This emotional immaturity is giddiness. It keeps coming through like childlike happiness, storybook endings, really being very happy here. We're going to get two more cards or whatever comes out here with these to end this weekly reading will go with a couple of oracle cards, and I will finish with a letter dice. Lots going on. 7 of Swords and 10 of Coins. Okay, a family legacy. Now it says on here on the 7 of Swords, not what it seems. And then there's a family legacy here. So something is not what it seems. Somebody's got some emotional immaturity. Now this is shifting, okay? Because this portion here is all about you being happy. Your week is beautiful. But there is something going on here where we've got double 7s. We've got double 10s in this day. And what I'm getting here is 34, which would be a 7. And the 7 in the tarot deck is the Chariot. So something, somebody sees something a certain way, but it's not what it seems. Now, I'm also getting here too. We have Scorpio. We have Pisces. We have Cancer. We have Taurus with Saturn energy here. We have Moon in Aquarius, and we have Venus and Virgo. Somebody here, again, family situation. It's not what it seems. Okay. So somebody thought that this is the way it was going to be. And I'm getting parent possibly. Thought that they would always have their kids right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it is. That's not how it's going to be. And yes, they will be able to deal with this. Yes, everything will work out. It is going to still feel like a storybook ending. Because this really is all about family and choices here, and making the right choice for yourself first. Because if you do not do that, then you cannot build something solid, because you're building off of other people's expectations here. So something is not what it seemed. Okay. There's the Star card on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's got a lack of faith that this will work. The Knight of Cups, a lucky change. Oh, lacking direction. Somebody just doesn't see this. All right, if they can understand that everything in life is a give and take. Yeah, see, they've got this thing. Okay. Manifest your dreams. Okay, let it go. This is an internal change within them. They feel trapped by this. They aren't ready to move forward with their life. Yeah, they don't want to play by the rules. They know, they don't understand that they can have a good life even with these changes. This, okay, for them, change is very difficult. Change is very, very difficult. And they're the type of person that they see their life right now, and they think it's going to be that way for the rest of their life. Nothing's ever going to change. All the people in it are always going to be here. They don't really stop and realize that everything ends. Nothing is forever, okay? So the change for them is very, very difficult, and they feel like it's not fair. Okay, it's not what it seems. Oh, I thought you would be in my life right here next door or down the street, same town forever. Okay, it's just difficult for them to change. Okay, let's get an oracle number here. Let's get an angel number oracle message. And again, I'm noticing those 7s. I'm noticing the 10s. And that came up to be a 7. So that would be 777, something good, really good. Let's see what we get here in your angel number oracle. Oh, wow, we're at 55 minutes. Wow. Of course, it is the whole week. Look at this, 999. I'm being challenged to find out where the 777 is. Right there, good luck. So it comes after 0330, 060, 0600 hours, I'm hearing. And before 555, so before a change, but after a lucky, see the lucky shirt. Somebody really believes in their reality. All right, they have to release. It's here, 999. It's about balance. How many times did we see the Six of Pentacles? This could definitely have to do with finances and successful wealth. It is about the cycles of life, and what goes around is going to come around. So they will figure this out, that it is in their best interest for this to happen, even though they may not see it right now. All right, your particular circumstances are changing. All right, so go ahead and take advantage of the better ones coming your way. If you or someone around you has been experiencing a significant change, very difficult for them to deal with, or yourself, all right, or an ending, which is what is happening here, all right, viewing your life or this situation even as a series of ups and downs, of cycles of life, or even as chapters in a book. This is leading to this. Okay, that ended. Now we're moving to the next thing. All right, this may actually help you make room, or them to make room for the new thing to come in. All right, there's a blessing there. There is definitely a blessing. Let's see what we have here from the sacred forest, because there was a mention of reconnecting here, getting out in nature, and it feeling like a storybook ending here. Let's see what we've got. You've got freedom, eagle spirit. Okay, card number 13, which is a 4. And I am going to read from the book because I have not used this book enough. This deck. I have not used this deck enough, and I'm tired right now. All right, so the spirit of the eagle says, this is the time for you to express yourself. How do you express yourself? Through communication. And that's what this whole reading is about. I keep forgetting that you can't see that card. The 8 of Wands, communication. All right. Do not hold back. Choose life on your terms. Do not be trapped by the expectations of others. Simple and to the point. All right, my loves, let's get you a couple of letter dice here and see what that comes out for you. Utah, Kentucky, Kevin, Culver, sorry. Nancy, Sean, Chantel, China, John, Benjamin or Benji, CJ, Hackney, Heather, Huckleby, Tennessee, and Vermont. All right, we've got CC. We've got, I just heard Aunt Clara, Denmark, Decker, Madeline, Deke, like Deacon maybe, Deke, D-E-K-E, I keep seeing that. Fennec, Kennel, Colonel maybe, it looks like popcorn kernel, but like double N's and an R. It switches between the two. Bart, so short for maybe Bartholomew, Bert, Kiki, Kiefer, Fiverr. So somebody maybe works for Fiverr or is going to. Felicity, Venice, South Carolina, Lisa, Bailey, Valentine, Bacall, Becca, Casey. That's how your name is said. Casey. It's Casey, but it's said with a Z, so maybe instead of an S, Casey. Lillian. Oh my gosh, my left ear is thrumming. I'm missing something. I'm not on par here. Riley, Romalad, Rosemary, Rosalita, Pascali, Katie, and I am hearing K.D. Lang. Are you listening to a K.D. Lang song right now? Robert, Rabita, Raj, Yasmin, Yurko, and I know that name. My other family names trying to come out here. Yeoman, Mackenzie. Somebody goes by the name Mac, Dizzy, Daisy, Ezra, Kellen, Carrie Ann, Carrie with a K. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Kieran, Kieren, Kieran maybe? Kira. All right, Coquetta. All right, Colleen, Kelsey, British Victoria. And that's what I've got. I've got a few other things. I don't know how to say those things. I'm seeing them, but I don't know how to say them. Villanova, Val, Eugene, Sue, Suki, and Luke. All right, guys, it's over an hour. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here, and I sure hope this gets uploaded. If I don't get it out here for Monday, I'll get it uploaded and put it out whatever day I can actually post it. Thank you again for being here. Until our energy crosses again, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.